Something strange in your neighborhood. Who you gonna call? The Bandit Scar Beastbusters! I know. The song was called Ghostbusters, not the Bandit Scar Beastbusters. But let me explain to all of you. Yes, there is an anime adaptation of our beloved 80s film of all time called Ghostbusters. And it has something to do with a couple of army dudes here and there are trying to become Ghostbusters, but in a beastly type of way. And yes, their partner is a dude who could transform into a werewolf. Seriously, for sure. Well, if you don't believe me, I have to go ahead and do this anime review anyway. Well, anyway, hi ladies and dudes. This is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boobop197. This is my review for today. And today's review, ladies and dudes, I got some good news to tell you. We're finally heading back to anime reviews. And I'm so darn sorry that I haven't done an anime review for a while. And finally I got one at long last. And I'm sorry, I got it on a piece of paper. Let me see if I can get this title right. So, here it is. My next anime review is To the Abandoned Scar Beast. It's a really hard sentence to pronounce for this brand new anime. I did see all 12 episodes, but I never read the manga about it, to be honest with you. But I will tell you about my thoughts for this anime series in a moment. And yeah, this anime series will surprise you. So for my next anime review is To the Abandoned Scar Beast. And now let's head on to the main plot of the story. It's a story about a really cool looking dude named Hank, along with this young girl who carries a gun, a lady who has really big boobies, a kid who was the captain of the army, and a group of militaries who are a bunch of Ghostbusters in a beastly way. They are on a mission to take care of some people here and there who could transform into beast. And there's too many beastly monsters to find, like gargoyles, dragons, and some creatures I'd never seen before. And there was one lady who could transform into a mermaid with wings. And they gotta beware of some unknown enemy that came out of nowhere. A dude who is a frickin' vampire. And that's all I could say about the main plot of the story of To the Abandoned Scarred Beast. And I guess everybody wants to know is, what the heck do I think about this anime series? It's been a frickin' long time that I haven't seen a very good anime series for a while. This is one of the best anime series I have ever seen so far. I did see another anime series this year called Dudon. Oh, it's so darn hard to pronounce that anime's name. But I also did enjoy it as well. I gave it a 9 out of 10 for that one. But as for this anime, this one is pretty darn good, and I'm very darn sorry it's in 12 episodes. And yes, I did see them both in the English dub and the Japanese dub. Well, telling you the truth is, I like the English dub more than the Japanese dub, but don't get me wrong, I do like the Japanese dub in some ways, and there's a couple of good actors and actresses who did fit their characters well, but I think the English dub is a little bit better for me. Since there's some actors and actresses who got the voice of the characters just right. And I know that the English dub is still going. I'm not sure who licensed it. It might be Funimation or it could be someone else. I'm not so sure. But let's get back to the anime series itself. I freaking love it. It's a very enjoyable anime to watch. I will say it had a good storyline, likable characters, great animation, good opening and closing theme. I freaking love the score, and I love all the people who did transform into so many beasts here and there. But my most favorite one is the main character who did transform into a werewolf. And I got a big giant surprise for all of you. This anime series did have a couple of references and a few ton of hidden Easter eggs to be found. It's the most surprising anime series I did see this year, with a couple of references and a couple of hidden Easter eggs. And plus, it's a mixturing story. It has a mixturing story of the Dragon Ball Saga, whichever you prefer. It has Inuyasha, Basilisk, the Incredible Hulk, Wolfman, and everybody's favorite 80s film of all time, Ghostbusters. I mean, this is one of the best mixturing story I have ever seen in my whole entire life. It has a good mixturing feel from all the TV shows, anime, movies that we're all familiar with. So, let's head on to my strongest points and the weakest points of this anime series called To the Abandoned Scarred Beast. I will say for the strongest points for this anime series is truly a tie. Just a tie. With one main character who did transform into a werewolf and so many hidden Easter eggs and references to be found. I will say about Hank transforming into a werewolf, that is my most favorite character in the whole entire anime series. I mean, this character looks so darn hot, he's freaking sexy. I really like the character who keeps his pants on the whole entire series. And, man, this guy turns me on. Seriously. I just love Hank as a werewolf. It has the best look, best design, and he's just one hot, sexy werewolf. What else I could say? That is truly the first strongest point for this anime series, and the second strongest point about this anime series is a few ton of hidden Easter eggs and references. I don't want to get too many things carried away about this part, but I will go with the two best references and hidden Easter eggs I did found with this anime series. One is, when you remember when Hank transformed to a werewolf and you did not see his clothes fully taken off, you could say that is truly a reference from Dragon Ball Z. Do you remember when the Saiyans transformed into those big giant apes and you didn't see any of their clothing to be ripped off? I think it's because of the stretchiness. You can stretch your clothes as long as you want. I mean, it has a nice stretchy feel to it. So I think Hank found some way to put some nice clothes and make sure his clothes didn't rip off. So that's one of the best represents and hidden Easter eggs I did found with that familiar thing from an anime series. And another good hidden Easter egg and reference I found is something that came from Ghostbusters. Remember all the gadgets that the Ghostbuster dudes have? You know, to get rid of those ghostly creatures, whatever. Yeah, they have their own gadgets, and they did remind me of the Ghostbuster dudes in some ways, surprisingly to say. So those are the two best hidden Easter eggs and references I did found. And there's a whole ton more, but I don't want to get too carried away, if you know what I mean. So those are the two best, strongest points I found with this anime series. As for the weakest points, yeah, I did found the weakest points for this anime series. And it has to go with this lady who has really big boobies. Now, don't get me wrong, that lady with the big boobies, at least she's a very good, likable character. I really like this character. She's very fun to look. Well, she's a very fun character for the series. But I think she got too carried away with those. And I wish she could do something to cover up her chest so nobody could take off her shirt and look at those. Yeah, I really don't like that. She needs to do something with her chest right away and just cover it up. And another main weak point I found with this anime series is that weirdo girl. I have no idea who she is. Is she... I know she's a partner of the villain. The only thing I remember is she likes to wake up zombies. That's pretty much it. Let's just say she did nothing to the anime series, and she's one of the most pointless characters in the whole entire anime series for me. So that's the only weak points I found with this To the Abandoned Scarred Beast. And that's it. That's all I could say. And now let's go on to the characters. I will go with the two characters who were truly the best parts about this anime series. One is Hank and the other is Nancy. I really enjoyed both of these characters. I love these characters so darn much. They have very good storylines. They have very good personalities and attitudes. I like their look and design. And it has a little mixturing feel to it about those two. You could say they remind you of Inuyasha and Kagome, or a little bit of Bruce and Betty, or, well, for me, they just remind me of Genosuke-sama and Oboro-dono from Basilisk, because when I pay attention to these two characters very carefully, they remind me so much of them, with their eyes, their hair, and their heights. Yeah. Something that really did warm up my heart. And there was a really good moment that I really did enjoy for the near end of the final episode. Something that really did blew me away. And I was really darn surprised about their reaction for each other. Something I'm not allowed to spoil. Yeah, that's all I could say about Hank and Nancy. And I really do hope and pray if they ever make a season 2, please, please make them into a couple. I beg of you, please, please make them as a couple. They really do belong together, for sure. And now, ladies and dudes, here's my final thoughts of To the Abandoned Scarred Beast. Overall, To the Abandoned Scarred Beast is one of the best surprising anime series I have ever seen so far in anime history. It had a good storyline, likable characters, a few of them were kind of okay. It has good animation, great score, great character designs, and so many hidden Easter eggs to be found. Yes, be prepared for so many hidden Easter eggs to be found for this anime series. It will blow you away, big time. So for my rating for this great anime series, I decided to give it a 9 out of 10. Please check it out to believe it. And I want to do a quick shout out to my best friend, Dante Shadow, because thanks to Dante Shadow, he got me hooked on this anime series, and I did see one of his videos that featured that anime series that I really do like so far. So thank you, Dante Shadow, for giving me a good anime to watch. For sure. And that's my whole entire anime review of To the Abandoned Scarred Beast. Please check this anime out right now and you won't regret it. And join me next time for more videos to come in the main future. I'm not sure if I'll ever do another anime review for the future. We'll wait and see what happens. But for now on, enjoy this one, and I'll see you guys later, and sayonara.